Hi, my name is Brent Kooi, and I'm a missionary with MTW to Australia. I want to tell you a little bit about the ministry to which God has called me, but first a little introduction of who I am. I was actually raised in Northwest Iowa in a Reformed Christian community. My first exposure to the PCA was right out of college. I taught school at a small PCA school in New Mexico. From there, I went on and did youth ministry for a few years in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then got into student development, was a resident director at a number of different colleges, one in Michigan and then later a Christian school in Indiana, another Christian college in Los Angeles, and eventually in 2000 I moved to Jackson, Mississippi, where I was at Belhaven University. Eventually I was the Dean of Students at Belhaven and was very happy in my career. I was sure that I was going to retire from student development. My church in Jackson is a multi-ethnic church called Redeemer, and being a multi-ethnic church, we have a black gospel choir, and we took a 2-week mission trip to Japan in 2007. And that's all I thought it was going to be, was a 2-week trip. But God had other plans. He started calling me, and I ended up being a missionary. Moved to Japan in 2010, serving in Chiba, outside Tokyo, and then later in Osaka. I am now transitioning to serving in Australia. So why Australia, you may wonder? That's not a place that we typically think of missionaries going. But Australia actually has an evangelical population of only 6%. And a few years back, the Sydney Morning Herald, they surveyed their readers and they asked them, do you think the world would be a better place without religion? And 81% of their readers said yes, the world would be better without religion. And so it's a place that really desperately needs the gospel. Much like Europe, it is a post-Christian nation. The team that I'll be joining is in Sydney. We have 3 ministries in Sydney. One is Harbour City Church, which has been around for a little bit over 10 years now. We also have Student Outreach to the World, which is very much like RUF. We have chapters on 5 different university campuses in Sydney. But I'll be working mostly with a ministry called City Sanctum, which is a ministry to young adults, young professionals in the heart of Sydney. It's a great place for discipling them in their faith. It's a great place for them to take non-Christian friends and coworkers as well, to be able to introduce them to the gospel and to evangelize them. But the thing that really excites me about the ministry is the opportunity to really mentor, especially some of the young men. Most of the people that come to our various ministries are of Asian descent, Asian Australians, and they're more open to the gospel typically, and we are really excited about being able to perhaps send many of these young Asian Australians back into Asia Pacific to be missionaries. And so even though I had opportunities to go to other teams in Japan, I really felt like Australia was a more strategic ministry because I would be able to multiply missionary efforts by sending missionaries into Asia Pacific. If you are interested in potentially partnering with me, I would love to talk with you. I'm at currently 95% of my support, still needing about $500 a month in pledges before I'm able to depart for Australia. Australia, of course, is closed due to COVID, but my immigration lawyer is very hopeful that he can get me in probably in July. And so I'm eager to be able to get to 100% support so I can be ready to go when the doors open. If you're interested in talking with me, you can reach me at email, which is Brent Kooi, BRENTKOOI, @gmail.com. You can search for me through my blog, which is Equipping to the Ends of the Earth. Or, of course, you can look for me through the MTW contacts as well. Thank you, and I hope to talk with you soon. Thank you.